Good morning everyone. So it's time to do a little test. So I've been to a shop and bought this. You can find them online. The brand is the Pop-Up 240 and here's the specs. So 900 to 1100 watts, which is about half of what a normal kettle would use. Yes, it should take longer to boil, but it's also only 800 milliliters, so 2 and a bit cups, maybe 3, depending on the size of your cup. So I've got the Victon 1600 VA inverter, which can happily do 1300 watts. I've got some lithium batteries under there. So I've just filled that up with cold water, and I've got the timer over here, if it can wake up, and I'll show you exactly what power it's using according to the world while we're over here. So let's give it a go. You can see that I can stick my finger in there, so that water isn't hot. It's cooler than my hand. It's just out of the tap. It's no special test conditions here. So let's hit start, and let's hit start. So you can hear the fan ramp up, and it started. We're 10 seconds in, and if we have a look over here, using about 1030 watts. So you're never going to get 100% efficient, so you're going to always use a little bit more than you expected. And some of that power is coming from the PV charger, some of it is coming from the battery, which saves the overload of the battery. So 30 seconds in, if we have a look at the voltage on the battery, we're down to 12.9. Being lithium, they don't sag as badly as an AGM. 45 seconds in, not warm on the outside yet, not making that noise you get when you're boiling water, but it's certainly using power. 1 minute in. Okay, starting to get warm to touch. I expect it to start making that bubbly, boily noise shortly. You can see over at the inverter, there's no warning lights or anything, so it's not asking for more than it can provide. Minute 30. All right, now it's warm to touch. And that's the fill level there, so we're not shy on the amount of water. Check back in over here, still using the same amount of wattage. Solar's helping us out. Almost 2 minutes. I couldn't hold my hand, like that's like a warm battery, warm electric blanket now. 2 minutes. Still no warnings over there. You'd have some lights flashing. Just starting to get that sound now. Yeah, too hot to hold my hand on now. 2.5 minutes. And like the name suggests, it's compact, which is the reason I liked it, both that it's compact and that it's low wattage. So for me, I make 1 or 2 cups of coffee at a time. I don't make coffee for the whole house, this being my whole house. But I don't need to make 3 litres of water. If that's you need a bigger inverter and a bigger kettle. So 3 minutes 15. Check out the wattage. So we've sagged down to 12.8 volts. That's not a big problem. Still using the same. Now you can really hear it So there's a metal ring there, I can't touch that, but I can still just touch that. You can see the bubbles forming. Let's see if we can have a look inside. So it's starting to do its thing. Three minutes 50. Just starting to boil. Four minutes 30. If you're camping, this isn't a long time. If you're waiting to go to work, this is probably quite some time. I'll do a test later on, but I'll bet you if we've got less water in here, it will take a lot less time. But I'm trying to shoot this all as a one-shot live so everyone can see. Almost at 5 minutes. Yeah, that would be more than enough for some people, but I want to see if we can get that to click itself off. I don't know whether it will or not. You can see that's quite, yep, it's just turned off. So we used 2% of our battery, and looking at the PV charger, it's going to take us very little time to recharge that energy. Right, so a little less than 5 minutes 30 for 800 mils of water. Now I'm going to have a cup of coffee. Hopefully this helps you decide whether this is the right product for you. I'm hashtag not sponsored. I bought this with my own money. Do with it as you will.